Hello, this reading is going to be for Sagittarius. This is going to be your end of month. We're going to see what we have for you. Alright, what can I do for Sagittarius for the end of month? I am starting off with the angel cards. I normally do them last, but I'm going to start off with them first. Can we get anything for Sagittarius for the end of the month? Oh, nothing. Love yourself. Stay. What else can we get for? Okay. We have expression. This card, flip it like this because I don't know. Time to create. I didn't want to put it the wrong way. We have your safe. It is sideways. Kind of going towards that way. But we have love yourself. We have stay. We have expression. We have time to create. So it did take a long time for those cards to really come out. So I feel like with that being said, we have freedom at the bottom. It might be somebody who's taking a long time to say something. It could be you or somebody else is taking a long time to say something. Also, I will say Leo had this card in the same right there. So you might be dealing with Leo, or you might just have Leo in your chart. But nevertheless, we're going to see what we have. We do have time to create in reverse. I'm not sure why that's in reverse. So I do want to go to that card first. Why do we have time to create in reverse? Well, that did go right there. We did get these cards. This one didn't fall. This one fell after. Ooh, just everywhere. I just feel like somebody needs to say something or hasn't said something, generally speaking. It might be important to say, or it might be something that you need to hear that's important. But anyway, this card was up by itself and these were down, so that's a luxury. Let's see what all these cards are. We do have, this is my God card. This is the Hierophant, the Gourmet Chef, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Universe, the Knight of Cups, the Seducer, Defeat, the Devil, Higher Self, and Queen of Wands. So with time to create in reverse, and we do have a luxury, those two people right there. I sometimes see that as boredom, or sometimes it's somebody who has good things going on in their life. So they're able to just waste time, to sum it up. So that could be that somebody's wasting time, you or somebody else, they're wasting time. It does take time to create in reverse. So they might not be using their time effectively. I'll say it that way. Somebody's not using their time effectively. But nevertheless, we do have God here. The Knight of Discs, who is the helper. And the Ace of Wands, I put all those down there, so that's clarity. So it's almost like God sending somebody to help you gain clarity over something. A situation. This is the Seducer. And this is the Queen of Wands, which is the Public Defender. So I feel like somebody tried to seduce you into something or bring something out. Could have been this Queen of Wands, or you may have been the Queen of Wands, like doing something publicly, and somebody tried to seduce you in some way, shape, form of the fashion. But it's like somebody saying they want to work with you, but they're working against you, because we do have the Defeat card here. So, and the Devil. So there may have been some negativity in it. But we do have the Universe. So it's going to go, I don't want to say it's going to start over. I almost feel like whatever this was that somebody did to try to do something to you, you're just going to walk away. You're going to be okay and have emotional fulfillment regardless. You're just going to find fulfillment somewhere else because somebody pretty much tried to do something here. And it can also be like people are not like being like time management. Almost like somebody may have played with your time or taking you being in a place with them. They may have taken it for granted. And so, like, you're not trying to create something with them. They might want you back. We do have stay. So, I'm very well aware of that. So, this is a situation where somebody may want you back. Like, you may have walked away, like, you're going to move on with your life and find emotional fulfillment somewhere else. And it's almost like God's sending somebody to help you gain clarity over why, like, this person wasted your time or over just why this happened. But I feel like somebody took your time for granted or they just wasn't using their time with you wisely. You know, they may have had time with you, or it could be somebody else that's there somewhere else and they're not using their time wisely. Anyway, which is going to lead them to some type of defeat because, like, I don't know, it's going to be something that happens that's going to be dramatic. This is the devil, so you know it's toxic negativity, dramatic. So it's going to bring out something dramatic that's going to cause this person defeat. And this person is in some kind of way connected to you spiritually because that's the higher self. So you're probably going to know about this person facing this defeat. Even if it doesn't come out publicly, it's like you might be the person who, say this the right way, who people see, but like you're not to blame for whatever this is. You know, something happens and you walk in like right at the moment that it happens and they're like, wait, like Sagittarius, did you do that? You're like, no, I just got here. They may not be aware that you just got there or you just like you wasn't even really involved, but because they see you, then they may have tried to like I won't say blame you, but nevertheless they see you, but they don't understand that this person, whoever this person is, but you're going to know this spiritually that this happens to this person. Okay, well, let's keep going because I don't really know. But it's like God is here to help you like gain clarity over why. It's like some information that you're going to know about somebody else spiritually that like really you're not supposed to know. Not saying that you're not supposed to know, but you might not want to know because you walked away and moved on with your life, but you're still tied to this person some kind of way spiritually. Okay, I pray I explained it well. What's for expression? So you might have to talk about this. Let's see what's for expression. So just know that people are pretty much like wasting time or something like that, and like spirit, your higher self knows that somebody's wasting time with something. Okay, so for expression, we have works. We have the journalist, which is somebody pointing something out. We have the sun and we have oppression. So you might have to express or point something out about oppression. It might be workplace oppression where people are just doing, making people work too hard and are not supposed to be, but it's going to lead to the sun or whatever. This is a journalist, somebody point something out. So also maybe somebody coming up to you to express something that they've gone through in their workplace and they're hoping that you like bring meaning to them. It might go back to these people right here or this situation where somebody was doing something and you're going to know about it spiritually or whatever. Some kind of way it's connected to you spiritually. The reference like they're giving me is like, y'all know the Amazon workplace, like when they was on the news, I don't know if y'all know, but like they was on the news for like they was making them people work too hard and not paying them like little or nothing. And even if they was paying, it's just like it was too much work. The workload was too much. So with working oppression right there, there's somebody who has like a workload or working too hard at a place, or the place that they work at is oppressing. And they're going to tell you that or talk to you about it. But that's the sun. That's even if somebody was trying to oppress you at work, like you may have spoke up about it. are going to speak up about it. What's for stay? We do have the Tower right here. We have change and we have death. So with that stay. Wow, this stay. Tower, death, and change. So I feel like some place or somewhere where somebody wanted you to stay, like it was a tower to it. Either you caused the tower or the tower may have just happened. We do have the seducer. So seducer is somebody bringing something about to me. So I feel like somebody tried to purposely cause like a tower or do something. Um, it was an egotistical thing, but like we have change. So that's either what's at the bottom? Indolence. That's laziness. Um, but that's egotistical. Let me see what the change is about. But like stay in the angel deck, that's like a relationship too. If you notice, there's two people there. So it's either you were working with somebody, because it does say work. You might have been working with somebody that was oppressed or trying to oppress you. You know, somebody, I always, when I see that like that, it's like a thing where, you know, when you're moving furniture, one person, two people are holding it, but one person has more weight than the other. And sometimes the other person is not aware that they're holding more weight than the other person. So basically somebody who really didn't hold their weight while they were working with you. But then I said it's spiritual. So maybe connected to somebody else. This is ideal. So this is like a tower, ego, stay. So somebody wants you to stay somewhere, but like a tower is going to happen, or a tower has happened to where like you couldn't stay even if they wanted you to, because like God is here to help you gain clarity. Like you may have had to move away from this situation in order to get your fulfillment. I already said that, like walk away, and this person may not have known why you walked away from them, but this is like to change their ideal. They may have had an idea, or they may have had a belief system that wasn't like really working for you, or they didn't understand like how some of the things that they were doing interfered with your progress. Like you couldn't grow from whatever this was, or it wasn't healthy. Right? And then we have expression. So this person might want to like talk about like how they, okay, let me go to love yourself. This person may want to talk about how hard it was for them to work with you, or even if they were working against you, they could be saying like it was hard to even go against. Sometimes it's hard to go against. It is hard to go against people who God has already validated, right? So you can't really go against them. So people know that, or somebody is going to tell you like it was hard to go against you. They're gonna bring it to your attention like it was hard work to try to like knock you off your path, or even just come against you. But I feel like I said in the beginning, this is something spiritual, right? Because it's the higher self. Like, you'll be notified of this, bro. Let me see what's for love yourself. This is like, for love yourself, we just showed it at the bottom. It's at the bottom of the deck, laziness. I really didn't know what they was referencing it to. But we have love yourself, and I feel like this is slow. So laziness is lazy, but like when I do love readings, I see that as slow. So like love, it might have been a slow or taking time for you to actually love yourself. Because when you go through all of this, you might feel like how the person who did it to you feel like you shouldn't be loved, or there's no love left in you. Y'all know that who was that? August that seen that ain't no love in me. Yeah. And I'm no one to blame. Ain't no love in me. Yeah. Not saying that there's no love in you, but like you may have felt like that at one point, like there's no love in me, and I'm the one to blame. Ain't no love in me. What he said, just drink a couple drinks with a nigga like me. Loving ain't the same with a nigga like me. You might have been just like, you know what, just Netflix and chill with me, right? So you were slow to learn the love yourself principle. You may not feel like that, but it might not. It just might have happened over time. Like you might have given your love away to people, because that's where we go back to this. You might have just given your love away to people and didn't keep any for yourself. And so you slowly had to get back the love that you lost to people. And that's why you walked away, because it was like, I'm just giving you all my love and you're giving me nothing back. You're giving me like oppression, right? So let me get through this. We have ruin and pleasure. So slow process to love yourself. And then we have ruin and pleasure. So for like ruin, like you loving yourself, like slowly, it like ruined like people, because it go back to these ideas. It may have ruined like a lot of people. Like you may have like, you know, not been affectionate with people that you knew weren't good for you, or people who didn't love you. Like you loved yourself enough to realize, okay, I shouldn't give my affection to that person, or I shouldn't invest time with that person. Because that's why I said, like, somebody was wasting your time and you caught that, right? Something spiritual, right? You caught that, like, okay, you just wasting my time, and God was helping you get clarity over how they will help, like, wasting your time. And even if they were trying to go against you or do like little things of that nature, is like you caught wind of that. You know, you kept catch a whiff of something. You caught a whiff of it, like, okay, you just wasted my time. But it ruined like a lot of people who were looking for pleasure out of you. And like a lot of people might have wanted you to stay in situations like that. And it's like a tower came which destroyed that. But that's like destroying people's ego too, who thought that they could waste your time. So like for the end of the month, this is like recognizing like where people wasted your time or how they wasted your time. But like on the flip side, this is realizing that it's some people who may have like, what do you say, they started something that they couldn't finish because they didn't have the time to finish it, or they didn't have the right people with them to finish it, or something to that effect. And it's because God is here. It's almost like people started to do something to you, or started to like try to defeat you or something like that. And like God helped you gain clarity of like where you should go and what you should like walk away from, and what's gonna work for you and what's not. Like, ooh, I don't. What's for you to say sideways? So just for the end of the month, if any like tower happens or any tower has happened, it's only changing like the idea of people around you who are egotistical. I think I had this in like, yeah, I'm just gonna say it like that. I'm just gonna say it like that. There's no need for me to. I'm not gonna do it. But what's for your safe sideways? So it's a tower for people who are trying to make you stay in situations that are egotistical. So I don't want to say your job is like to change the idea of people, or so to speak, challenge it. Because the idea they have is that you're supposed to stay in places that are like meaningless or oppressing to your soul. And like you notice like all these cards right here, like your higher self is right. I can see the card right here, but if you see how much stuff was in the way of you seeing like your spiritual meaning, like yourself, like even when I said to love yourself, it was it's like you slowly recovering who you were from the beginning, before the damage. It's like a person who knows, like before the damage or before the defeat. Yeah, that's getting your sanity back, basically, because that's clarity, emotional strength. So, like, really, basically, it's just all this is confirming or saying is that you're getting your clarity back from these situations. So, I'm not saying that these situations are happening. It's almost like these situations happen. And what they're saying, like Queen Naja medicine, that's what I'm seeing. What's that song? Taste of your own medicine. How would you like it if I did the same to you, boy? I don't know if you're giving somebody a taste of their own medicine, but that's probably like what it feel like to them. But I don't think that's because you just took your time back, obviously. But they're somewhere getting a taste of their own medicine then. Let's say like they must be somewhere else getting it, because I don't see you actually doing that. But that's you, God giving you clarity, helping you gain clarity and emotional strength. Because like somebody wasted your time and somebody just wanted you to work with them, but their meaning to working with you was to like, it was oppressive. And they probably didn't know that, or you probably didn't speak that, right? Because it's an expression. You probably didn't tell them, like, as I work with you, or the more I'm interacting with you, I feel heavy. You know how some stuff make you feel heavy? Like, you may have felt the heaviness around you, but you're like, I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's me. Something to that effect. But we have the Prince of Wands, which is somebody who's trying to get your attention. Like, I guess this person is trying to, wanting to see the sun again with you, or wanting to tell you that Because I mentioned that, like, in love readings, I read this slowly. So this might just be a love reading that is, like, about, like, what happened and how it went down. But it's, like, somebody still, like, whatever they want you to say. But it's like you are safe. It's sideways. So this might be a person that you may have talked back to, or somebody who's trying to, I think, get reconciliation, talk to you again. Um, but it's like you're gonna probably have to be courageous because this person might. This is strife. So these people or a person might try to start stuff with you, but like know that you're safe because it's always like you gonna be safe when they started. So they may not have even started nothing yet. They may just be looking. Like I said, it was a time over here where people were trying to do things to defeat you or cause a tower to you. But it was out of ego. Like I don't feel like they knew that they shouldn't have. I don't feel like they knew. I don't feel like they were cognitive of what they were doing because the ego is there. And when you're egotistical, you're arrogant, you just do things and you just say things for the moment. But they are trying to change. I feel like the people you left are the people who wanted you to stay. Like they understand why you didn't stay, Sagittarius, but it's like that doesn't mean that they don't want to change the scenario. They want to change it, and for some reason they have this idea, they have this belief that if they change, you'll come back. Because something else. What's for change? Because what happened was you stopped like being like pleasing to others. I don't want to say you got mean or something, but like it ruined them like having access to you basically because you start loving yourself and like requirements and standards that you had for yourself or started gaining for yourself. This is for the science card to see. There's money. All right. The bottom is sorrow. So this could have been a business deal gone wrong. Sadness. So somebody somewhere is sad, but like I said, that is right here, there's somebody connected to you spiritually. They may have a business deal that's going wrong or that's going to go wrong. And this person is connected to you spiritually no matter what. I don't know. You know, we have soul ties and everything, or it might just be something spiritual. But we have like changed the idea of will. So like these people were like, I don't know, like money hungry. And they may have put you on the back burner. Like I said, they wasted your time. Like you were pouring love into them. So this is the flip-flop thing where you give people love and all that, but they're materialistic or they have greed or stuff like that. Like they use that to kind of validate them. So they don't really know how to love, like really love or the pleasure or nothing like that. So you must wasn't giving them like money at that time or so caught up by the money at that time. And it's like they were, so they're trying to change the idea, like, because money comes and goes. Like, love is forever. Like, what? Money comes and goes. So, like, that's what I feel like that was a tower. There's even tower, like, to their ego. Like, their ego is taking a hit. And, like, even their pockets is going to be taking a hit. This is what people who tried to make you stay. So, basically, this is what people who tried to make you stay in a situation you didn't want to be in. That's all I have for you, Sagittarius. But also something somewhere is happening to somebody that you know. This could be a loved one, a friend, or something like that. Because I said I feel like it's spiritual. So like you can see this is public. Like wow, you're just gonna be notified of this. Whatever, but God is here to help you gain clarity. Like if they tell you the story and they don't tell it to you right, like God is gonna fill in the pieces of what you need to know about this situation. Because you might not be like, I don't know what that is, or they might tell you and you're like, I still don't understand. You know, somebody tell you a little bit, like they may call you panicking and they can't get everything out. But God's gonna help you fill in the blanks for whatever this was. Because I feel like somebody is like somewhere getting a taste of their own medicine. Something is happening, whatever. But God is gonna help you fill the story in. And somebody knows that like their pleasure was lost, like you cut off the access to you when you started loving yourself, girl. But it's like you're safe. Like just remember to be courageous, because there's going to be like there's going to be strife. That's a given. Because like I said, it goes back to me saying this. People feel like it's hard work to come against you, or they don't know how to really attack you or how to get to you. But I feel like this has something to do with a lover or Lovers, meaning people you have loved. Either it's your family, your friends, or whatever, because I mentioned love ring. So this is not necessarily a love ring, it's your end of March. But this has something to do with the people that you have loved before, or the people you love now, like your family, friends. You know who you love. This has something to do with them. And you're just connected to it. But it say you are safe. Just be courageous, because this is like, it still say you are safe. So we're going to get you an oracle card. There was a lot to go into. Okay, so all those cards did fall. But there is somebody who's trying to get your attention, like, they want to see you again. Because this the sun. Tell me when will I see you smile again? Because I know I messed up. Yeah, I know that song. But anyway, we have job. That's why I say it could have been something at your workplace. We have celebrity. I read that as popularity. We have heal thyself. We have email. Be mindful of the messages you send. This is doctor. Doctor is on death right there. Like, so there may like be a loss or something in the family, but it's gonna change the structure of family. Or there may have already been a loss. It's gonna change the structure and what they think family is supposed to mean. Sometimes it takes for us to be hit on the head, like, because that's the top. Sometimes it takes for us to be hit on the head. These cards did come sideways. These are dance. Move to the rhythm of your soul. This is mountain hill. Reach your goals. And this is recognize your spiritual authority. So this is sideways. This is like something that you're contemplating, like maybe making yourself aware of the goals that you want to achieve. Moving to the rhythm of your own soul is like you following what you feel is best for you, because it goes back to loving yourself. So all these are sideways because you're taking your time about it, which is okay. No rush, because all this is still happening. You know, all this is still going on. I don't think you just spiritually connected to. You might can feel it. You know how when they say you have like a twin, like you feel your twin's pain, and like you can feel when they're crying, or you just feel the pressure. Like, I don't know why I feel the pressure. Even like if you have a sister or brother, like, I don't know, like something's going on with them and you just feel sad, or you feel it like before it happens, but you're not knowing what's really happening. It's going to be explained to you because we have God and we have clarity, so you can feel it before it happens. Especially like you're a mother to a child, like you can tell when something's wrong with your child. You just have that intuition, you have that instinct, because we do have higher self. So it's like you feel something, Sagittarius, but you don't. It's like God have to give you the rest of the pieces of what you feel, but it's like it's going to come out because you spiritually connected to someone or something, and these changes are happening and you feel it. But it's like nobody is explaining it to you the way that it's like nobody can give you like a clear cut answer, because we have God here. He's the only one who can fill in the blanks. Like they can tell you 1, 2, 3, left, right. They can tell you some of it, but they can't tell you everything, because it's like God is here. Yeah, so he's on. You have to come to him for clear direction. Of course, he's not gonna tell nobody to. He's not gonna let nobody have power over him to where I'm gonna tell this person, tell you everything you need to know, and you not have to come before me. That's fugazi. You gotta go before God. Like they can tell you only so much, right? And then you have to go to God. But we do have job. And I did say it's your job. I mentioned that. I said this is your job to pretty much allow these people to like pretty much see themselves and be able to walk away, for those towers to happen for people. So it's like it's not really the best thing to like. It's not really the best. I can't say it's not the best thing, but it's probably not the best feeling in the world to have to be that person, you know. But if the heavens approve, but this is also a job. Love what you do and do what you love. So you might be going to a job that's better suited for you as well. A job that won't waste your time. If this was one of those jobs that wasted your time or did too much. We do have healed ourselves. So I feel like it's some healing that needs to take place in this situation where somebody wanted you to stay, or something where you had to stay in that was egotistical. Like it's healing that needs to go on. This is the doctor, and it's a situation right there. So this might really be like something with somebody's health, because even though I read this as the ego card, it is death. So this could be something with somebody's health where they need healing or something to that effect. But I feel like they're gonna alert you and let you know. So you might find out about a sick relative or a sick friend or something of that nature where they need healing. It's something you're gonna find out. But like at the end of the day, this was situations, things going on. But like we have celebrity popularity, shine like the star that you are. So I feel like regardless, like so you have some type of popularity, or people kind of know you on some type of level. But they does cause friction or whatever with these people here who wanted you to stay with them. It's like you move on and find a new um new friends, new lovers, whatever it is. It's just like, I feel like it's just some people in your past that probably are not as happy that you cut them off. Things of that nature. Yeah, but you were in situations you didn't want to be in. But I still feel like you have be courageous and you have strikes. So I feel like they still might try to start like little stuff, but you're safe. And it could be like that they could just be fighting with themselves. And but they want you to know. Because you still spiritually connected to it. So I'm just gonna leave it alone, Sagittarius, because it is kinda like deep, kinda awkward too. So yeah. So that's your end of the month. So